Hi, I am Adva Chatler from Ritual Well. We've all been going through a very challenging year, and as you might have experienced, it can be difficult to find moments of respite and self care. If, like me, you're looking for ways to recharge your spiritual batteries, at Ritual Well, we have various offerings that help you do just that. I'd like to highlight our upcoming immersion, Spiritual Resilience in a Time of War, inspired by Eddie Ilosum and taught by award winning poet and esteemed educator, Hila Ratzabi. Learning with Hila is always a transformative experience, and we hope this immersion can give you the support you need during this difficult time. You can click or tap on the link in the description for more information and to sign up. Right now, I'd like to share a little taste of what it's like to learn with Hila, in case you haven't had a chance to study with her before. In this clip, Hila reflects on different modes of prayer found in the writings of Eddie Hillesum and explores how you can incorporate some of those practices into your own lives. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to learning with you. Enjoy the clip.
And I just wanted to give this overview of these different modes of prayer. There's so many different entry points, and they're all personal and very spontaneous from what I can tell from her writing, that, she just sort of spontaneously has this urge to either have the dialogue or to kneel down. And then that sense of the digging the well is actually one of my favorite images, because it's so radically different than what we imagine of God being far away and somewhere other than inside of ourselves. But that sense that God has to be dug out, and that there's stone and grit that gets in the way, and there's sort of this really kind of muscular work that we have to do to get to that. It just feels so true and so real. Um, and and that also, that sense of the hearkening, the listening, that I'm listening to myself, God is listening, and it was this God to God. I think that's an amazing image. And then the kneeling or any other physical embodiment, and then the idea of that experience of God and just that little pebble, is so powerful. And I think, there's so many writers who have written about this experience of having, noticing the divine in nature, and it could be in something so small. And so these are all different ways that we can get into prayer. And again, it doesn't really matter if we actually believe in a God. And I love that she talks about God as just a word that's convenient, that's just sort of pointing us toward this very deep experience that really shouldn't have a label, and doesn't really have a label. So God is the easy word to use. And so this is kind of just an invitation to all of us to start thinking about other ways that we can experience prayer. And then now I just wanted to go through a few examples of actual prayers that Eddie wrote. And it seems like in her diaries, from the way I read them, that she must have sort of spoken them out louder in her head and then later wrote them down, because often she quotes herself, which I think is so interesting. So there's actual words of prayer that she uses, and I think these are just really inspiring to look at. So anybody, maybe somebody who hasn't read yet,